Now then, here we are. Me and sunshine, out for an adventure. I left dog at home today because I'm away for 3 nights and logistically it just did not work with the dog. So I am all out, solo, heading into the mountains of the Lake District. And just like that, we're into the shade. Let's take these sunnies off, eh? Here we are. Now then, I'm back. So today we are heading up to the summit of Bowfell, standing proud at 902 meters, and I'm going to head up that sort of sunny section, if you can see there, which is the band. It's quite a annoyingly tough climb because it's quite unforgiving, fairly sort of steep, but once I get up to the top of that, or near the top of that, I'm going to branch off and I'm going to head along the Climbers Traverse, which sounds nasty, but it's not actually that bad. And then you sort of swing round and come up onto the summit of Bowfell. So that is the plan, and I am going to camp up there. And because I ain't got the dog, I'm a bit more free. I don't need to sort of think about him so much. So I've got an ultra lightweight backpack here, weighing in just over 6.5 kilos, and I'm going to camp in a bivvy bag. So hopefully we'll find somewhere nice and flat with beautiful views that I can take in the sunset and sunrise. Let's go. Straight into the climb, getting that heart pumping. But look at the views. Only come out about half a mile and you can see all the way down the Langdale Valley. Absolutely beautiful. Piker Stickle up there, standing proud. And now I'm at a kissing gate. Let me go through here. No one's kissed though. There we go. Wow, that sunshine. Oh, I feel like it's massaging my face. The soul again, it is massive. The heat, and it's just straight away after climbing up this hill and then getting to the sunshine, I am getting warm. And it's a cold day. It's about 2 degrees at the minute, but obviously as I'm climbing higher, it's potentially going to get colder, and I'm expecting it to be definitely below freezing tonight when I'm camping out in my little bivvy, surviving high up on a mountain. It's great to be out with lightweight kit though, not having to pack for the dog. I've got, as I said, 6.5 kilos on my back, which is pretty much nothing, although I did add about another 1.5 with my camera gear, but it's pretty light, is that, isn't it? For a winter camp, it just shows you don't really need to go overboard as long as you've got enough to survive the conditions. And as you can see, the conditions are pretty much perfect. No rain given, no snow given, just very light breeze, and me and a few sheep on a mountain. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Right, let's ditch a layer. It's amazing how hot you get when you are pounding on up a hill like this. What I don't want is to get all my gear wet before I get up there, because I'll get very cold when I stop. So it's quite important just to manage your heat. Oh dear, I'm going to get crampons on, ice axe out, just to make sure that I can traverse this. This is where I slip and karma gets me for being cocky. Yeah, brilliant. I almost feel like I'm skiing abroad somewhere nice, but instead I'm looking at this, which is just as beautiful. the mighty, the magnificent Lake District. Always makes me happy. What a place to be, especially on a day like this. Absolutely beautiful. The sun is just staying above the hill there, but it won't be long and it'll be down on the other side, and I'm going to be heading into the shades in a minute. Well, that is it for the sunshine. We're now going to be in the shade for a while as we get to the start of the Climbers Traverse. That's fair enough. So this is it, the start of the Climbers Traverse, which just traverses all the way along the bottom of this rock face, and then there's a couple of points where you can actually go up towards the summit, and I'll be taking one of them. Awesome place to be though, absolutely awesome. The views are just spectacular all the way around. Look at this, just everywhere, and the sun is still kissing and laying itself all the way over there, and now I'm in shade. It'll be right, we'll get back up to that sunshine in a minute. As you can see, it's a bit edgy all the way along here, but not too bad. Made it to the end, and now the tricky bit starts. That was quite easy going because it was a traverse, and it's just like a merry-go-round, just gently flowing up and down. Not much effort really at all, although it is pretty edgy. I won't want to fall off any of those edges, because if I did, I'd definitely need a few pints of milk. Oh, look at this. This is pretty, isn't it? Let me just show you some pretty water. Nice that, a little bit of natural beauty. Anyway, from here we are heading straight up the Great Slab. This is a massive piece of rock section, which I'm just currently at the, let me just gonna sort my feet out, make sure I'm safe first. So the Great Slab is up here, and when we get up there you'll see why it's called the Great Slab. But all I've got to do is just work my way up through all these rocks to the top of it, and then we can take in the views from there, and then we'll continue up to the summit. Absolutely massive, these rock faces. That one there, there's going to be some climbing routes up that, I'm sure. But I've got to say, it's cold in this shade. I'm starting to sort of feel my skin temperature go down a little bit, but my core is hot, because obviously I'm sort of working fairly hard especially going uphill like this. I'm just clambering my way up through all these rocks here, and it's pretty straightforward, apart from there are a few loose rocks here and there that I've got to be aware of. But you can just see now the Great Slab. It's this massive piece of rock that just goes all the way up there. It is huge. I would not want to start rolling down that one, because then I definitely would be having to drink plenty of milk after that. There won't be many bones that were left intact anyway. Pretty awesome though, that. And the views into the distance as well. Fantastic place to be. There we are then, the Great Slab. Absolutely massive. Let's just get onto it. It's very dry today, so I've got plenty of grip on here. Although I would not want to be risking not knowing where I'm putting my feet. Keep a good eye on it, because I do not want to end up rolling down there. Sunshine. Look at that, eh? Just get myself off the top of this and get to a safe point. There we are. Oh, lovely. Worth all that effort just for that. The last push to the summit. Again, a bit more clambering over a load of rocks. It's definitely one of the rockiest summits, this. But once you get to the top, because you're at 902 meters, you can literally see all the other mountains of the Lake District. It's quite an amazing one, really. Sun. Wow. Just makes such a difference. That little bit of sunshine on my face. It's definitely a bit breezier as well up here. As you can tell, my hair's blowing all over. It's just at that length now, it's like, do I grow it longer or do I cut it again? I'll make a decision soon, because I'm the one who cuts my own hair. And I've always cut my own hair since I was probably about, I'd say 18. I've always done my own. Here we are then. Enough of hairdressing talk. This is the summit of Bowfell. Not another soul to be seen. Fantastic views all the way around. There's Scarfell Pike and Scarfell. Just magnificent. Be a bit blinded by the sunshine up here, but I'm sure you get the gist of it. I'm definitely feeling it here. Wow. One thing I need to do, keep warm though. So let me just crouch out of the wind and get a layer or two on just to maintain my body heat, because you soon lose it up here. Just duck down here. Oh, there we are. Sun is off. Yeah, look at the state of this hairdo. Right, firstly, let's pull my hoodie out. I've just got a thin sort of sports t-shirt underneath this, and then this is just over the top. What I like about this top is though, it's got slightly longer sleeves, and if you can see, it's just got a fold over, so I can just put like a glove on if I'm sort of out running and I just need to take the edge off my hands. I've just got that just to cover me. They always work really well. It's also got thumb loops, which does help. What else we got in here? There we go. A thin Gore-Tex wind and waterproof jacket. Put this on as well, just because the blue wasn't enough colour, the red isn't enough colour. going to put this on just to make sure people can see me. Don't know what people are. I am the only person here, and that is just how I like it. That's not totally true. I do love spending time with people and meeting new people. The wind speed just up there is probably 15 to 20 miles an hour, and it's bitterly cold. So I'm just crouched down here again, and because I've got a long night ahead of me, I am going to get my down bottoms on now, just because then I'm sort of warm and I can walk around and not sort of suffer from this cold air that's blasting at me. I'll only be camping 200 or 300 meters away from this point anyway, so I won't have to walk far in my down gear, because you soon get very hot in it. So let's go sort that out now. That is better. Well, it's made a massive difference putting these bottoms on, but it's still not enough. So I'm going to put my down jacket on as well, just so I am nice and warm and I can stay up here a bit longer. I cannot tell you how bitterly cold it is though. It's going to be a chilly night in a bivvy bag. So I'll have to find somewhere that's just out of the wind a little bit. I don't need to worry about the wind chill factor then, because currently it's well below freezing. Jacket time. Well, that has made all the difference. Just putting my down jacket on and my possum fur hat, and now I'm nice and warm. If I didn't have this on though, I'd be sat here in 15 minutes and I'd be absolutely nithered to the bone, proper cold. So it does make a massive difference having all this gear. And to be fair, I reckon I could probably stay out here all night just wearing what I'm in now. Anyway, the sun is just about gone. It has set behind a load of cloud. If you can see over there, there's some real low level cloud. It's almost like a cloud inversion, like a temperature inversion just over the sea. But now that sun has gone, it's going to get very dark very quickly. So I am going to get my backpack on and we're going to head back down a little way and hopefully find somewhere just to lay this lug for the night. I'm just heading down from the summit. We've got this lovely little ombre glow of orange there blending into blue, and I'm going to head down to that nice bit of white stuff there and then hopefully find a bit of a flat section somewhere, maybe on the snow. I can always dig a flat section of snow, that's the good thing. And because it's below freezing tonight, it's not like it's going to melt so much. As long as it's out at wind, that's the main thing. So as you can see, it's just rock absolutely everywhere. There's not much grass, or flat grass anyway. You can see the grass down here, but it's just full of rocks. And it just continues forever. So I've got this piece of snow here and I can then flatten that to suit me. So hopefully, if if I just stomp it down, I might be able to make a flat section for me to sleep on tonight. And it's more sheltered here because we are on the leeward side. There's still a bit of a breeze, but I can cope with that. Let's go have a quick look, eh? Well, it's very hard underfoot, so it'll take some flattening down if I do have to flatten it. See, straight away there's a bit of a weld section there. Let me just show you that. That might be it. I reckon I'll be able to just dig myself in there and sleep for at night. Let's do it, eh? Why not? We're out here for adventure, and where's the fun in sleeping on boring grass and rocks when I can sleep on snow? Let's do it. Right, it's like bell metal, that. It's already sleepable as it is, but I do want to make it just a little bit flatter, so I'm gonna have to find myself a tool, I think, just to start hacking away at it. Should be cool, literally. I've got myself a light out because it's dropping dark rather quickly. Look at this for a tool though. Can you see that? It's nice and slim, and I can hold it in my hand well. Sharp enough to dig in and gnaw at it like a beaver on amphetamine. Watch this beaver go. Dug me a hole. Well, I say hole, it's more like a shallow grave, we'll call it. But hopefully I won't be using it for that purpose tonight, because I've got all the decent quality gear to allow me to survive the night, or even thrive. Anyway, if I do die tonight, I will die a very happy man. You'll find me laid here with a big smile on my face, just like I've seen a set of boobs for the first time, and I'll be stiff. I'll definitely be stiff, but only in one way. I'll leave that with you. Anyway, I have got the most amazing digging tool here. This has been brilliant tonight, so it worked wonders. It worked better than a horde of moles, so I'm very happy with that. So let's have a look at what I've done. Let's get a little bit more light on the matter. There we go. Look at that, my shallow grave. So as you can see, I've dug out from that far end and pulled it this way just to sort of make a flatter section for me to sleep in. It's wide enough to fit my mat in, and it also helps the fact that it's dug in deeper there, because I've got these two sides which just allow the wind to pass over the top of me, and it's more important at that end because that is where my face is, and that's the bit that's going to be most exposed and where I will feel the cold the most. So that is going to be home for the night. Absolutely awesome. I am well happy with that. So all I need to do now is get my kit out. So starting with the bivvy bag, I'm going to get that down, pinned to this floor, and maybe put a rock on it, because I do not want that blowing away, because that's quite important, because it holds the rest of the kit together. So a mat's going to go inside it, pillow and my sleeping bag as well, and also me. And if it does blow away, there's not a chance I am getting it back, because the current position of where I am, I'm going to show you. Let's get some more light on it. Turn this head torch on. So it's only a few yards, and I'm now stood on the top of the great slab. You can see it's a long way down there. So as I say, there's no chance of retrieving anything if it does blow away. So quite important, I look after my gear. This is nice, isn't it? Right, let's get this map pumped up. We're going yellow tonight, look at this. All colours of yellow. Like a bloody canary. Well, the wind's already nearly flipped this out of my hands. Like wrestling an eel. My hand's covered in oil. So let's get this pumped up as fast as we can. I'll try to utilise the wind's power to fill this bag up. Nope, that didn't work very well. That was not me farting. Already one of these pegs has pulled out. This is why I put a massive rock on the toe end of it, just in case. Let's get this inside. Right, the last bit's in. I've got my Sea to Summit pillow, which is inside the sock that I made, and then there's a pillow on top of that, so it's like a double thickness of pillow, which is so much better for me. And then we've got PHDesigns sleeping bag. Well, actually this is an Overbag. It's designed to be slightly bigger than your normal sleeping bag, and it goes over the top, so you can turn a summer sleeping bag, add this to it into a winter sleeping system. So that's what it's all about. Anyway, it's going to do me tonight, so I'll be in that, but also in all my down gear, so I'll be red hot. Zip that up and out blows away. Happy days. Home for the night. This is absolutely awesome, and it's way more fun digging into a little place like this than just finding a bit of grass to go lay on. Awesome, totally awesome. You can see it smile. Yes. So now everything's calm and settled. I have a shelter, and it just means now I'm free to do other things. And so the next thing on the agenda is food and water. I've got my water here, which isn't freezing yet. It's only just come out of my bag though. Hopefully it stays okay. If I need to, I can just put it in my bag with me. I've got another bottle as well. I can't open that without that cover. Let's set that off. In fact, I'll take them both off because I'm actually really hot. Put them under me so they don't blow away. So for dinner we have, well, put that under there as well so that don't blow away. Let's have a look. Chicken, sausage and beans. Yep, this is part of my load of ration packs that I'm trying to get eaten up really. And it expires in 2020, November 2020. Anyway, I'm going to put some pasta with that, both of them inside one of these, which is the Army Ration flameless heater. You just have to tear the top off. I'll do it now for you. Let's see if I can do it. I'm not strong enough to tear it. Not as tough as them Army boys. Oh bloody hell, that is rock solid. There we go. Pop that in my pocket. And once I'm in here, Oh, it's faffy. There we go, look, we're in. I think that'll do. Then, fold it over a couple of times. And there's a little bit of a tag here to reseal it with. Just a bit of sticky stuff, which generally don't work very well. Anyway, there we go. So I'm just going to give that a shake around. Let the water mix with whatever jungle juice is in there, and that's going to now heat up and make me a hot dinner. It's obviously a very lightweight way of camping. You don't have to carry a gas stove and all the other gubbins that come with it, cooking pots. Although I do have a super light gas stove with me tonight. It's that BRS one, which is only, it's like 26 grams. It's ridiculously light. And I've just got my cup, which is my insulated sort of drinking cup. And I never use it for anything but that. I never put food in it. I just have like cups of tea and coffee in it. So I'm gonna make one of them after I've had this. Yes. Pure happiness. Well, this is getting pretty hot now, so I'm just gonna bob that down next to me, put my head on this pillow and give it a hug. Yeah, this is the life. I must say though, I've had a lot better hugs in my time. Although I've also had a lot worse ones as well, so I'm actually quite content just hugging me hot plastic bag. Hey, yeah, there's nowhere else I'd rather be. There's nobody could pull me away from where I am at the minute. Maybe Carmen Electra back in the day. Cameron Diaz maybe. Oh, definitely my favourite, Sandra Bullock. Yes, I love a woman who can just take the piss out of me, take the piss out of herself, and just is generally funny. Yeah, I think I'd have married Sandra Bullock if I had the chance. Anyway, enough of that. I'm just going to lay here, be present, and hug me hot plastic bag. Brilliant, just brilliant. Right, let's get stuck into this. Hopefully it's hot enough. It's not really designed to put 2 bags of stuff in, but I'm sure it'll be fine. And look at this. I brought myself a Trekker chair, and this is an old one from a long time ago, and it used to fit one of my old thermarests, and I've adapted it to suit this sleeping mat. So the sleeping mat fits in it upside down, and I've sort of got my sewing machine out and formed a curve and chopped it down and all that just to make it fit perfectly. So I'm rather happy with it. So anyway, gives me a bit of comfort whilst I eat my snap. Don't look very hot. Let's open this up and see. Pop that over there. I've got my fighting iron here, which is a, I can't remember, Cedar Summit it is. Very lightweight. It's sort of a spork as such. Stabby bits as well as having a spoon bit. Well, it's warm, but not quite hot. Pretty tasty though. Yeah, warm. That's all I can say. See if I can do this. Not the easiest, is it? Yeah, this pasta's not bad. Again, tepid. That's as warm as it gets tonight. Right, it's cup of tea time. So I'm just gonna pour some water into my little pot. And I've dug a little hole to put my stove in, just to keep the wind off. So I've made myself a windshield. Clever that, isn't it? Using the old brain. So let's light this first. Hopefully it can go in this wind. There we go. I want to drop it into my little hole. Pop the water on. And hopefully that'll boil alright. Pop a lid on just so it helps the thermal efficiency of it all. That's better. I had to put a couple of teaspoons of the white stuff in it just to cool it down. So I've got a cup of tea in my left hand. I have got a double decker in my right hand. Sat back against this nice chair that's comfortable as anything. And I've got stars above my head. Not many though. It's actually a really dark night. There's a really big moon, but it's sort of hidden behind the clouds over there. And I can barely make the silhouette out of Bowfell in the background. So yeah, quite a strange one. But there's no forecast rain or snow, so that's a good thing. I will get myself in my bivvy and lay this log and hopefully have a really nice cozy night's sleep. Yeah, it don't get much better than this. Anyway, cheers, and we'll see you in the morning. Take care. What a horrible day. Morning, flowers. Well, that was a rough night. Pretty wild because the weather came in. As you can see, it's absolutely damp and claggy. And the winds came in for probably about 3 hours in the night, and I was just sort of tossing and turning through that because this was flapping about a bit. So then I zipped myself properly in and just left myself a little breathing hole, and then I slept pretty well after that. The wind's died down a bit now, but it's just damp, so much moisture, and with that it's risen, the temperature has risen just a couple of degrees, I would say, because you can see this snow looks like it's, let's have a look, yeah, so going from being bell metal I can actually grab it now. Whoa. So yeah, it's not going to be the most tasty day, but I'll have to get myself up and back off this mountain. Although when you're inside a bivvy bag it is nice and warm, so I don't really want to move, so I might just lie here a bit longer and make a decision of when to get up. Hey, there's no rush, is there, in life? There's no rush. Right, I'm doing it. Let's get out of here. Boots out first. It's all a little bit awkward, isn't it? But oh. Right, let's do this as fast as possible, trying to stay as dry as possible. Just whip that off quickly. Yeah, the problem is these bottoms are a bib, so you have to take your jacket off, take these off, which is a little bit annoying. So I'm just going to quickly undo that and pop this back on. Right, we're up for today. Loving it. The temperature's definitely risen because all this ground last night was completely frozen, and now look at it. Absolutely sodden. We've also got a bit of a pool forming there of water, and all this is just wet everywhere. Leave no trace as always. Thank you for your hospitality. Let's skedaddle. It's not even that way, I just thought it looked good. Oh yeah, come on. Let's be having you. That was awesome though, wasn't it? What a brilliant place. Now then, lovely. Oh, she's not interested. Too barren for me anyway. It's nice to be out of the clag and to be able to see the views again. That's the Pike of Stickle, which is an absolutely beautiful looking mountain. Let's take some of this off. Oh, that is better. Look at the state of my hair. It's like going back to the 90s for me, is that? Anyway, what a fantastic adventure. I have thoroughly enjoyed this one. High up in the mountains, and I found myself a little piece of solitude resting in some snow. What an absolutely brilliant day yesterday with all that lovely sunshine, blue skies, and then the twist, the contrast with this morning, which was just completely clagged out, but still thoroughly enjoyable getting out into the mountains. So I'd always advise for you to get out and just enjoy life a little bit more by doing some exercise and getting to feel what all this is about. So as always, give the video a big fat thumbs up, and you know what to do with the rest. Get into the description, click on a few links. We'll see you on the next one. Take care.